The Super Bowl is only a couple days away. In this video, we're going to be talking about 2 player props I like for the big game on Sunday. If this is your first time watching, if you're a new viewer, my name is DK. I cover content for player prop sites, Prizepicks, and for DraftKings, NBA, NFL. If you guys are playing the Showdown slate for the Super Bowl, you can check out my video breaking that one down. But yeah, we're going to be talking about 2 plays in this video. Also, if you're a first-time user, make sure to use the code DKDFS for a 100% match up to $100. Okay, so let's get into this video. And the first one we're going to talk about here is going to be Boston Scott. And his fantasy score line is set right now at 2. And we're going to take less than that. Now, I know the last 5 bros are not going to like this because Boston Scott has scored a touchdown the last 3 games. Let's dive a little bit deeper into this, right? Let's take a look at those Philadelphia games and what were the scores in those games? 38-7, 31-7. A majority of these carries came in the second half. I believe he had 1 carry in the first half there for San Francisco. So, also, take a look at his rushing prop number because that's where he's getting his fantasy score from, right? Or his production. It's going to be on the ground. He's not really out there for pass catching. So his rushing prop is set at 7.5. He's not a pass catching back. I think we have a pretty good chance of this going under. So I don't think we can continue to expect Boston Scott to score every single game. And again, a majority of his carries came in the second half of those games when they were blowouts, like near in the fourth quarter. So I think on average, we're probably going to get, in a competitive game, 2 carries for Boston Scott. And as long as he doesn't go for 20 plus yards on those 2 carries or fall into the end zone, I think we have a decent chance. So we're going to take less than 2 fantasy score there for Boston Scott. And the second one we're going to take a look at, once again, the last 5 bros are really not going to like this, but we're going to take more than 35.5 receiving yards for Juju Smith-Schuster. Why are we going to Juju Smith-Schuster over receiving yards? Well, Kansas City's banged up in their wide receiver core, right? No McCole Hardman. Tony's banged up. Even with Tony healthy, he hasn't been playing full complement of snaps. You usually get like 15 to 20 snaps for Tony. Juju got injured last game, but previous to that, the game before, Juju played almost 100% of the snaps. So the opportunities are there for Juju. This is a high total game, right? It's a 51.5 over under. And his receiving prop at Sportsbooks is set at 37.5. So we're getting a little bit of a juice there with 35.5. So we are going to take more than 35.5 receiving yards for Juju Smith-Schuster. So again, the last 5 bros, the bros that only look at last 5 games, are really not going to like these 2 picks. But those are the 2 we're going to take for the Super Bowl. Less than 2 fantasy score for Boston Scott and more than 35.5 receiving yards for Juju Smith-Schuster. Again, guys, if you are a first-time user, you can take advantage of that code, DKDFS. It's a free $100 to play with on the site. So if you deposit using my code $100, it's a free $100 to play with on the site. Also, make sure to take advantage of this one, too. Free square, Patrick Mahomes over 0.5 passing yards. So appreciate you guys for watching, as always. Hope for an exciting Super Bowl, and we'll see you all in the next video.